Guys, for so many things in my garden, I was told initially, Marie, you can't grow that because it is too hot of a climate. Guys, I am determined to defy the odds. Yeah? I'm gonna go on another experiment, and of course, I'm taking you with me. Guys, it is rainy and extremely windy, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I need to get these planted, and when I say these, I'm referring to my garlic. I have been trying to, I'm hoping you're hearing me clearly because it is so very windy. I have been trying for a very long time to grow garlic, guys, because I tend to grow what we eat, and we use mostly garlic, onions, and peppers. Well, we use those every day. We use everything in the garden, but those we use every day, and I can't get it right. I'm going to show you one that I have growing. Matter of fact, I have several going, but I'm going to show you one up here, show you what it looks like. It has been growing for months and months. What am I going to do with callaloo, guys? Look at callaloo. One of you mentioned that I could use them as microgreens, so I'm going to thin them out and do that. I have so many seedlings. I wish I could just give some of you who really needed some to plant. There's so many seedlings in there. I'm going to try and plant out some more though. I am going to try. There are just so many in there. It's another thing that we use every day right next to them there. You might not be able to see, but it is thyme. Every day we use thyme, guys. So many callaloo. So here I have bell peppers, and I tried to plant the what do you call them? Why isn't the word coming back to me, guys? Alliums, scallion, garlic, those sort of stuff. I tried to plant them where the peppers and the cabbages and stuff are, and so they'll try and ward off some of the pests. Guys, I don't even know if it actually works, but I still do it because chances are probably the pest would have been worse on the garden. Because some of you said you don't know how I managed to keep my veggies like this, but I don't know either. Maybe it's the things that I companion plant them with, because I tend to plant the herbs and stuff in between, so that might be the case. That might be one of the reasons why they're not damaged more by the pest. But I have a garlic growing here. I'm going to plant this back same place, and I'm just pulling it so you see what it looks like. So guys, it's a uni garlic. It's one peg, and all of the garlics that I've planted to date, this is what they produce. One teeny tiny, and sometimes it's a little bit bigger. It smells like garlic. Chances are I could cook with this, but I don't see the point. So at present, I'm just using them for pest control, but I would like to one day use them as food, seasoning in my pot. So hence, we're going to do it, and we're going to do it together. And when I've done it, you will follow suit and do it yourself. If you're living in a tropical country like myself, and we just have a challenge growing garlic. We need to grow garlic. It's a must. We will not stop until we grow garlic. Alright, so I'm going to plant it back right there. So it continues to work as pest control. How does that sound? Yeah. Alright, let me tell you what the plan is now, guys. Guys, before I tell you what the plan is, these I've had in the fridge, and my fridge literally freezes, and they're growing. Guys, they are I had it in the fridge. Let me just show you where I had it. Right here in the door of my fridge. And when I went to get them just now, guys, they're growing. They're growing, and in the fridge is as cold as ice. So, hence, they've been through their winter. So I've had them in there for over 6 weeks now, and the process is called vernalization, and that's basically tricking your garlic, whether it be garlic, whatever plant it is that must go through a winter period in order for them to produce. The process by which you trick them into thinking that they have, so it's artificial winter. You're tricking your plant to think that it's winter now, and when you take them out, hello, it is spring and it's time for me to grow and it's time for me to produce. So vernalization took place for about 6 weeks to 2 months. I've had these in the fridge. So that's their winter, and now it is their spring, in Marie's garden at least. So let's go plant these out. And guys, let's stay positive. Positive vibes over here, positive energy. Send the positive energy to my garlic, because they will grow. They're already going. See? It's an indication that they will do well. I had no idea they would grow in the fridge. Anyway, let's go, guys. I have to go get a plate. Alright. So the garlic, guys, it is literally raining on us. The garlic, for those of you who might not know, hold on guys, I took a few pegs from here. It's in pegs, and so we're going to, our cloves, so I'm going to separate the little, right, so I'm going to separate the little cloves and put on my plate, and then we try and find places to plant them. Ideally I would just stick them in the pots, but guys, I'm not getting garlic heads from them, so I'm going to try and put these in their own containers just in case I need to give them special fertilizer or something. But as we grow, we will learn. Every day we grow, we learn, right? We learn as we grow. Yeah. Let's see how many heads we can get from 2 heads, guys, and I'm determined to have these grow. I am not going to pay attention to the fact that we're in a tropical country and we don't have winter. These garlics, they just went through their winter, yeah, and so they're going to grow. What do you fertilize your garlic with, guys? Bearing in mind that we're in Jamaica, what in Jamaica I can use to fertilize my garlic with? Something that we can find here. Look at this one. Before you know it, this one will be going and growing. Yeah? So I'm just hoping that they actually produce heads. Let's go do this. So guys, I planted some green, or what you call white, regular white onions with you over there, those 6 containers, and then these 6 at the front as red onions. The red onions are coming up and they're looking good, but the green ones aren't doing so fantastic. Well, the germination on them was very, very poor. 1 and 2 in the containers. I am not sure if they're going to grow, but I'm going to utilize the containers that I'm not seeing anything in. If the onions grow at a later date, then I'll transplant them. Onions very easy to be transplanted, and just leave the garlic in there and see how well they do, because it's just a trial and failure thing in the garden. Some you succeed at, some you fail at. You just learn and you move on. those onions aren't looking good. No. So in this pot, I am not seeing that one onion germinating. So I'm going to definitely use this one. I'm seeing 2 in this. So I'm going to plant in this one as well. And I'm not seeing any here. So I'm hoping the garlics they can hold in this in these 3 containers right here. And I might just leave them, the 2 onions that I'm seeing right here. Yeah, I'm gonna start at this one. So I have a tool that I can use to dig this, but guys, I did not work with it. So when we don't have the tool, we improvise. And I'm in the bush, and so I'm going to use a piece of stick. I'm going to make a row in the middle. This is really loose, nice soil. I don't know what happened with the onions. Make a row in the middle. Oh, here's another one coming right there. And make a row in the middle here. And then I'm going to plant my garlic. Now the garlic has 2 ends. The flat end, that's where the roots grow. And the pointy end, that is where the leaf grows. You can remove the top of the dry thingy, the skin, if you want it to pop through easier, but there's no need to. The garlic will come up. So you place the flat end down. So let's do that. And I'm putting it just a little below the surface of the soil. Just a little. Now this one that's growing, I'm gonna allow it to continue peek out. And I'm putting them about 6 inches, 4 to 6 inches apart. Yes. We're open for lots of garlic. If it don't produce, guys, this is a lot of insect repellent. That will be in the center of the garden right here. But they're gonna grow. Mommy. Yes, sweetie. It's raining. Please don't come outside, okay? What's scary? What's scaring my baby? Malik is scary? Really? Yes, you're so dramatic. I'm coming. Awesome. Awesome. And then I'm just going to cover them. So these are going to grow now. And they're going to give me, I'm sure I'm going to need to fertilize these to get them to do their best. So please let me know in the comments, what should I use to fertilize them? Guys, there are so many things that I grow and grow them very effectively and efficiently. But those are things I grow. We don't grow garlic in the country. We just go to the market and buy garlic. But we need to change that. We need to grow more of what we use and what we eat. Because if others can grow it to sell us, guys, we can grow it ourselves. And I've seen it grown elsewhere. So why not at Farming on the Rocks when we use it every day? It can be done. And I'm going to do it. There are just a few left. And this one looks naked as well. So why not? Let me put the others in here. As I said, guys, if the onion grows, I'll just take them up, transplant them into other containers. If there is space in there, I'll just let them grow. But for right now, we're experimenting with garlic, and garlic it will be. Guys, I was told I couldn't grow cabbage in containers because it is too small. Guys, I just deleted the negative comments from that video I did about 6 months ago, and more than one person came and said your what was it, your cabbage and your bell peppers weren't going to grow because the containers were too small. I got 3 pound, 2.5 pounds, 3.5 pound cabbages from those containers. Guys, if you tell me I can't do it, I'm going to do it. Alright, so let these be now. Oh, 2 little ones. Why not? Why not? Go in here. Why not? Yeah. There you go. You were helpful. Bye. Oh! Guys, I fell in the gully. Oh, let's go. Guys, these are the red onions right here. And I took a peek in the biggest one over there in the container, and I'm seeing a little bulb forming. So I am super thrilled to see that. I had a little poor germination in some of them, but the one that I resowed, the ones over here that I resowed recently, I am seeing lots and lots pushing up. So I'll just fill out the slots that I didn't get germination in and just see how well they do. I've planted onions before and I've gotten good onions from them. Not big massive onions, but onions to serve me for a good while. So, and those were the green onions, the ones back there. This is the first time planted the red ones, so I am hopeful that we'll get a good amount of onions and garlics from this stand right here. Otherwise, we're going to plant something else because we don't have space to waste. No, we don't. My chocolate pepper. This is the youngest one in the garden so far. They're starting to blush. Can you see those? Can you? Yeah, they're starting to blush. You know, I put these grape thing in there. Oh, they're starting to grow roots, guys. When I pruned the grapevine, I placed these 2 canes in water and they started growing leaves. I took all of the leaves off of these guys and I saw where they started to grow leaves but no roots. But look, can you focus? Yes, there is 1 root on that one, none on this one yet, but if there's a root there, more will grow. So yeah, don't know what I'm doing with those yet, guys. I just felt like I needed to keep 2 of the little canes, and so I did. I'm just checking on these because they had aphids on them, my peppers. I'm just checking on them. The mango tree was crowding out the peppers. Can you see how leggy they are? And so my husband pruned off some of the mango tree for me. I saw aphids on the peppers and I washed them off with the hose while watering, and I'm not seeing any now, so that's a good thing. But guys, take a look at the little cabbages that I planted not even 2 weeks ago. This is one here. And guys, I do prune my cabbage. I kept my little cabbage plants as well. The leaves that are touching the ground, I usually take them off, and as they grow I continue to do that because the leaves get so big and they just hang over and touch. So I keep pruning them. Not for the cabbage. Guys, can you feel how windy it is? It is so windy out here. I'm gonna run in a minute because it is really windy out here. Not only for the cabbages, guys, but for most of your vegetables, your peppers, your tomatoes, especially your tomatoes, guys. If it is that their leaves are touching the ground, remove those leaves and your plant will do much better. Strawberries are looking good. Watermelon looking good too. As I said, guys, it is proper windy outside, so I'm going to run now Thank you for hanging out with me in the garden, and guys, wish me luck with my garlics. I think they'll do well. I have no idea, but I'm wishing myself well. Thank you for joining me, guys. Thank you for the support. To my members, please continue hanging there with me. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support. My viewers and subscribers, for those of you who come back every single day to check out my channel, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for liking and leaving your lovely comments. Appreciate them, guys. Please subscribe if you've not already done so. Press that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a video. Please remember, like and leave your comments. They mean a ton to me. It might seem like a toots to you, but it means a whole bunch to me, guys. Please leave your comments, your questions, your concerns, your tips and your tricks. I do follow most of them. Maybe 98.99% of the time I do take your advice. So I welcome them, guys. Alright, take care now. Bye-bye. I'm gonna get out of this rain. Yeah.